Hey, this is Champ Different Skill bringing you a deck profile on an updated Royal Paladin deck. So many of you are asking me for an updated deck for Royal Paladins because they got hit by the ban list, and how are you supposed to play Royal Paladins now? Well, it's kind of a, do whatever you want kind of feel right now. So I'm just going to put out my suggestion on how to play it. So I think I need to still work out some kinks in this deck. The fact is that Alfred is just so good. I want to run more than two. I run more than one actually, but I actually start with Vanguard Brave. So this is gonna have to look for some outs. I might start with Blue Gall, but I'm not sure about that yet. So let's get right onto it. So first off, two Escapade the Blaster. This card is a giant wall of text. The text is so small that I doubt anyone who could actually read Japanese could hardly even read this card. But yeah, okay, so he's a grade 3, for you guys that don't know. It's grade 3, 12k base. Now you might say, wow, that's OP, nerf, or something, but it's not. I'm sure most people know what this card does. In fact, I believe it's debuting in English soon, so make sure you grab yourself a couple of these. He has two continuous passives. One is you cannot ride this card over a grade 2. You can only ride this card over a grade 3, so that's a shitty downside, I guess. And his second restriction is that he cannot attack unless he has Blaster Blade in his soul. Well, there's two restrictions down, right? Alright, so moving on to his giant frickin' paragraph of text. If he is played in the rearguard zone, he is automatically destroyed. He kills himself, so he plays it and he dies. Very simple. His next ability is that Counterblast 3. It's an activate, so you have to activate it during your main phase. Counterblast 3, Soul Blast everything in your soul except for Blaster Blade. Cool. Alright, and when... Wait, what? No, sorry, this is his fourth ability. My bad, it's hard to see. His fourth ability is Counterblast 3, when this card attacks, he attacks everything on the field. That's his fourth ability. Counterblast 3, when he attacks his whole field. This is basically Dragonic Kaiser Vermilion on steroids, and what the blood was supposed to be until he became, not very good. Alright, his next ability is that when you declare an attack, this is not an optional effect, this is a mandatory effect, by the way. When you declare an attack, you Soul Blast all of the cards in your soul and leave only Blaster Blade in there. And for each card taken out this way, this card gains plus 2,000. So it's a power ability that's pretty neat. His last ability is that at the end of the turn when this card is attacked, send him to the drop zone from your Vanguard, so you downgrade yourself, and superior ride one Blaster Blade from your soul or your graveyard. Long effing text. So what you need to know is that if your opponent's grade 3, he has Blaster Blade in soul, he pops his down, Counterblast 3, you're losing your whole field, then he loses his card. That's basically what happens. So, overall I think this is a pretty good card. I only play 2 because it's not the main game plan. I see people make decks based around this card. I don't think it's very worth it, simply because, it's a situational card. How come all of these corners are fucking bent? Jesus Christ, be like, pack these better. Holy crap. Anyways, so, oh, it's really bugging me now. I didn't notice before. I can really tell in the light, though. Anywho, so, I played 2 of him. Play 3 Beast Knight Garmor, or Fang of Light Garmor, as the level 3 is called. He's basically Silver Wolf Garmor before he became a Gold Paladin, I guess. It's weird how I cheat is like, hey, I've totally never seen you before. Heard her. But, anyways. This card is a passive. It gains plus 1,000 for each Blue Gall or Snow Gall on your field. Meh, right? But actually, this card is very good to deal with cross rights, and I'll explain that later. This is why I'm actually contemplating on running another Alfred and running Blue Gall instead of Vanguard Brave. Because, honestly, this card is a very situational card. I don't expect to ever get to use it. Most of the time, Vanguard Brave is just a beater anyways, because I only run one Blaster unit, and that's Blaster Blade, if that's not this card. So, his second ability is that when he's played in the Vanguard zone... Was this Vanguard Rearguard? Wait a minute. Oh, this might be a Vanguard Rearguard effect. I'm not actually sure. Last time I checked, Fang of Light Garmal was only Vanguard. But for the benefit of the doubt, let's say it's Vanguard Rearguard. You guys can correct me. I think it's only Vanguard, but hell, if it's Vanguard Rearguard, this card's fucking amazing. Anyways, you discard a card and you search for one Snow Gull or Blue Gull, I think. Snow got it, Blue got it. Yeah, you can choose one Snow Gull or Blue Gull. I'm pretty sure that's what this is Blue Gull and this is Snow Gull, and call into your rearguard zone. So of course you're not going to be running more than one Blue Gull. You're going to be starting with it, but Snow Gulls are good, and I'll explain why later. So if you guys don't know what Snow Gull do, stay tuned. 3, Pendragon. Yeah, I know. I've dreamed of this. You ride it, you get Escalade the Blaster on top of it, you stab it on, you attack, you kill his whole field, then, yeah, you know, you guys can tell what this card does and why I'm playing it. Limit Break 4, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, select one Royal Paladin Grade 3 and ride it over your card. The turn this card is played, it gains plus 5k in the Vanguard zone. Basically that's what it does. One King of Knights Alfred, very good card. I'll take him out and explain why I think this card is very useful in Royal Paladins. I think it's probably one of the best cards in Royal Paladins, actually. Deserving of a hit? Maybe. I think it's just too good. I mean, like, against a Crossride, just like, oh, lol. 18. Don't play cards in the back of Alfred if I know you're playing Crossride deck. 18. Good, isn't it? But and also the ability to tutor any card, like basically any card, any 2 or lower card from your deck, and then you can use it in Vanguard Rearguard. It's a bit too good, but one of my favorite cards. So I'm just gonna put them away. That's my grade 2s, grade 3s. Grade 2s, I got 2 Lamarok. I don't have any Galatines for some goddamn reason. 4 Blaster Blade. Need Blaster Blade for Escalade the Blaster. This is basically just Escalade the Blaster isn't really the main plan. It's one of those things, it'll be neat if it happens. If it doesn't, whatever, okay? Basically, if I ride this, I'll most likely look to try to use Escalade the Blaster. If I don't, I'll discard it for Garmors. That's the reason why Garmors are so good. They filter your trash into good cards, basically. So I play 4 Blaster Blade. If people don't know what Blaster Blade does at this point, well, I'll explain it anyways. When you play this card, Counterblast 2, kill a 2 or higher rearguard on the field. If it's in your Vanguard zone, you can kill any card. So, pretty self-explanatory. I play 4 of him. I don't ever use his effect because I need to save, I don't say mana, save Counterblast for Escalade the Blaster, so yeah, it's basically just a 9k vanilla I get to ride. 4 Beast Knight Garmal. Once again, similar to the same actually as this card. When you play this card in Vanguard Rearguard, I know this one's Vanguard Rearguard, you can discard a card, search for a Snow Gull or Blue Gull, and play it onto the field. Both of them are play onto field, in case I actually set add to hand, because that'd be too good. Play 4 Morons. Yes, I said moron. Ha ha ha, hilarious. I know. 8k Beaters, always good. Normally I'll discard this for a Snow Gull, but if I've damage checked a Snow Gull or something, or if I damage checked multiple Snow Gulls, or I had to ride a Snow Gull, then I'll definitely be using Moron. If not, I'll be using Snow Gulls. So yeah, good shit. 2 Lake Maidens. I mean, Escalade the Blaster is a dead card more often than not, so, you know, sorry dude. Draw a different card. Normally you don't want to do this at any given point of the game except for turn 1, so, people, it really hurts to see people, like, they have a card here, a card here, a card here, and, like, this is their rear guard, and this is their vanguard, and they go tap. Activate effect, discard, draw trigger, draw card, attack for 10. And I'm like, oh, okay, why didn't you just attack for 17? I'm sure that draw trigger didn't really help you that much. So, discarding that draw trigger was very useful. Anywho, using this card, a lot of new AK or bad players, not AKA, because new players, whatever, they're supposed to be bad. No one starts a game good. People who lack common sense, that's a better way to say it, will always use this card no matter what. They'll say, it's worth it, it's worth it, it's worth it, and I'll say, no, it's not. Okay. 4 Snow Gull. Snow Gull's very good. Basically, this card gains 1k for each other Snow Gull in the field, which is very important when I go on to the next matter, and I'll put these 4 in a pile, and I'll show you something awesome. 3 Zolde. since you have so many cards that discard cards like Garmal, your hand is generally filtered of trash already, so more perfect guards aren't really needed. And also, there's not much draw power in this deck, so you could say that break reds are coming, big things attacking. You need more perfect guards. Maybe true, maybe not. I'm guessing it's true, but more often I'm probably gonna say no guard anyways, just because like I'm probably gonna die. So anywho, that's not important yet. Little Sage Xenon. This is one of those I've dreamed of this moments. So you play this card, milled the top card of your deck. If it was the same level as your Vanguard, you may ride it. I've done it. Told Mochaccino or Mocha Kaiser, yo man, it's worth it. -1 yourself. Check the top card. He's like, no way, man, no way. And he's just like, oh fuck. And he wrote it and killed the guy. So I was like, this also technically bypasses Escalpates the Blaster's restriction to not be ridden onto a normal grade 3, but then you're already grade 3, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Wingo Brave, I might change him for Blue Gall, just because I want to run more Alfreds. I mean, sure, I can boost my Blaster Blade and search for Escalpate the Blaster, but hey, sometimes it doesn't happen. Normally, if my opponent sees me open with Wingo Brave, they ride a 10k and block my Vanguard for 10. So, whatever. And for the assortment of triggers, I got 7 crits, 5 draws, and 4 heals. So, now onto the cool thing. Did you guys know that if you have this, and this, like a normal game, and you had something like this, and Alfred in your hand with 3 open counterblasts by any good chance, and they're playing across my deck, you go, well, this field is decent and all, but I'm just going to double intercept and play Alfred's Superior Call of Snowgull. Now this is for 18, 19, and 23. Whoa, mind blown, right? I know. So this goes for 23 because he's 14 now, boosted by 19, 23, 18, 18, 19, 9, whatever, 19. You see how dogs are the best? And they're probably going to kill it, which is great. I mean, they use the attack by all means, bro. Do it. And then he becomes 21 again, but whatever. Dude, 18, 19, 23, you see this shit? This is Alfred doing his job. Anyway, so, yeah, that's my Royal Paladin deck profile. I mean, it was a bit hype at some points, but, yeah. Royal Paladins, it's fun. I mean, I might take a Wingo Brave for a Blue Gall so I can run another Alfred. Alfred's a good card. So, yeah. But for now, I'll keep it this way. So this channel for Difference of Skill, bringing you his Escalpade the Blaster Royal Paladin Dog Paladin Gold Royal Paladin deck. So, bye.